Namaste and welcome to Yoga with Adrian, and in today's episode we'll be going through part 2 of our Animal Flow series. So if you haven't done yet, please go back to part 1. Make sure to complete all the moves there, as this week we'll be doing all the moves from part 1 as a warm-up, and we're continuing with a lot more advanced moves in our part 2. So remember to do part 1 first. And of course, if there's any particular type of videos you'd like to watch, do remember to comment below. And of course, remember to subscribe so that you can be informed every time we release a new video in the series. So with that said, do put on some energetic music to really pump yourselves up, and let's get on the ground and let's get moving. From here, let's just come to an easy standing position, hands on the hips, and we'll start by warming up our neck and shoulders. So from here, just gently bring the forehead up and down, just working with the breath. Just a few more rounds. Now from here, just rotate side to side to loosen up the neck muscles. And from here, let's do some neck rotations. So we're going to just rotate our head. As we inhale, go up, exhale to go down. So be careful, just a gentle one to really get our neck muscles relaxed. Now from here, let's just do big arm rotations. Just an easy one, just loosen up the shoulder muscles, get the circulation flowing. Just big circles with the arms. And 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Now from here, let's reverse. So imagine that we're swimming and we're trying to just do big circles, swinging with our arms. Now from here, let's do opposite side. So as we move one hand forwards, we move the other to the back. We require a little bit of coordination work. So we alternate the hands and we're rotating our arms backwards. And now reverse, rotate forwards. Imagine we're swimming a freestyle stroke as you are swimming. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath and release. And just shrug your shoulders a little bit, loosen them up. Now from here, just place your hands at the chest level and just lightly swing side to side to loosen up the spine, loosen up the torso. Just an easy rotation. Get the stretch in the spine. 1 more breath. And from here, we're ready to begin. So let's begin coming down on the ground into an all-four position. Now, in your all-four position, we're just going to warm our abdominals up. So making sure that our hands are shoulder width apart, palms firm. We're going to tuck in our toes and lift the knees just a couple of inches off the ground, gaze is forwards, and we're holding in our belly tight, just warming up the muscles. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And from here, the knee down, point the toes back, and let's stretch our body back into a nice child's pose. You can rest the forehead on the ground, and we're trying to push our hips back into our heels, stretching the arms forwards. 2 more breaths, just to get a nice gentle stretch in the shoulders and the lower back. 1 more breath. Now from here, let's do that again, a little stronger now. Inhale, let's come back up to our all-four position. And we're going to tuck in our toes, and then as we suck in the belly and curl the spine in, we're going to lift our knees slightly off the ground, gazing forwards. And we're holding for 5. Building heat in our abdominals. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now from here, we're going to gaze in towards our belly button and bring the right knee in. We're still trying to keep the left knee low. We're trying to bring the right knee in close to the chest, curling our body in strongly, holding for 2 deep breaths. 1 more deep breath from here. Place the feet back down. Knees are still off. Bring the left knee to the chest. So we're pushing strong through our shoulders. We're using our abdominals to lift our whole body up. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. From here, foot down, the knee down, and we're pushing back into a nice child's pose. Stretching our shoulders and our lower back. Making sure we're getting our body warm and all the important parts like our shoulders are slowly being stretched and warm up sequentially. 1 more breath. Now let's do a little bit stronger. From here, inhale. Let's come back up into our all-four position. Now from here, we're going to lift our knees slightly off the ground. And we're in our beast pose. And we're going to just lean forward slightly, getting a gentle stretch onto our wrist. So we're looking forwards, keeping the chest pointed forwards. As we exhale, just push back into your ready position. Now from here, let's try again. 2 more rounds, leaning forwards carefully, making sure that you're not placing too much strain on your wrist. And back into the center, 1 more. From here, lean forwards. And then back. And drop the knee down and catch 2 deep breaths here. 1 more deep breath. Now, from here, let's go a little bit deeper. We're going to lift our knees up, open out the knees slightly wider than the body, and we're going to push back into our loaded beast position. So we're stretching our shoulders back, trying to sit our heels as far back as possible. Now, from here, keeping the knees off the ground, we're going to bring our body forwards. Exactly like how we did earlier. Looking forwards, leaning forwards onto our wrist. Let's do this 2 more times. As we exhale, just push back, sit back all the way. Between your knees, hips all the way to the back, stretching the shoulders back. Now inhale and come forward. Knees off the ground, leaning forwards onto your arms. Exhale, we're pushing back all the way to the heels. 1 more round. Inhale. Let's come forward. Leaning forwards, the weights all the way forwards. And then let's sit back all the way to the heels. Stretching the shoulders. Stretching the lower back. And from here, the knee down. And go back to child's pose. Catching your breath here. Two more breaths. 1 more breath, and from here, inhale and gently roll up into a kneeling position. Now, from here, let's do a beast reach. So, making sure that you're always under control in this move. We're going to do 5 rounds on each side. So we begin with the right leg. So let's assume a nice downward dog position first. So we're stretching our shoulders back, we're gazing to our toes, pushing our hips up to the sky, pushing our chest towards our feet. So we'll stay here for a few breaths, making sure we want to get some length into our spine, also stretching out our shoulders and warming up our hamstrings. 2 more deep breaths, 1 more breath. Now from here, gently bend the knees, open up the knees slightly wider than the body, and we're pushing our hips all the way to the back. Now from here, as we inhale, just come forward strongly into a plank, bringing the knee to the tricep, right knee to right tricep, gazing forwards, holding here for 1 breath. Now from here, as we exhale, let's sit back to our heels. Okay, let's keep going. So we're only doing the right leg first. Keep the focus on the right leg. So inhale, come forward. Right knee, right tricep. Hold for 1 breath. Now exhale, let's sit back onto our heels. 3 more. Inhale, come forward. Right knee, right tricep into a beast reach. Exhale, sit back. Last two. Inhale, come forward. Right knee, right tricep. Looking forward. Exhale, sit back. And last one. Inhale, come forward. So we make sure that we're wrapping our core in. Shoulders are strong. Exhale, sit back. And from here, the knee down. Push back into a child's pose. Catch 2 breaths here. Before we do the left hand side. One more deep breath. Now from here, let's do the left hand side. So let's come back into our loaded beast position. So we're sitting back onto our heels. Heels are off the ground, stretching our shoulders back. Now let's do the left hand side. Inhale, come forward. Left knee on the left tricep. Gazes forward, shoulders are strong. Exhale, sit back all the way. 4 more. Inhale, come forward. Left knee, left tricep. Exhale, sit back all the way. Last 3. Inhale, come forward. Left knee, left tricep. Gazes forwards, chest facing forwards. Exhale, sit back all the way. Last 2. Almost there. Inhale, come forward. Remember, abdominals are strong, holding your whole body up. Exhale, sit back. And last 1. Inhale, come forward. Strong through the shoulders. And exhale, sit back all the way. And from here, the knee down. And roll back to child's pose and catch your breath. Now, from here, gently push back into a nice downward facing dog. This will be a start position. So stretching the shoulders back and getting some length back into the body, resetting our body. Now, from here, we're going to do 2 sets of 5 rounds of wave unload each. Now, let's begin from here as we inhale. Shift the weight forwards onto the shoulders, holding the core strong. From here, drop the body down and lift the chest up like an upward dog. And then as we exhale, hold the core in, push the shoulders to the back. We're gazing at the toes and we're sitting back into our loaded beast position. Now let's continue 4 more. As we inhale, let's come forward into our nice plank. Exhale, draw the belly in, push the hips back, and sit back all the way. Now from here, inhale, come forward. Lift the chest up, gaze slightly upwards, strong through the shoulders. Exhale, draw the belly in, push up through the shoulders, and then we're pushing all the way back. Inhale, come forward, gazing at the toes, and lifting the chest up, gazing upwards, strong through the shoulders. Exhale, draw the belly in, push all the way back to the feet, bending the knees as deep as you can go. 2 more. Inhale, forward, lifting the chest up. Exhale, drawing the belly in. Sitting back all the way. Last one. Inhale, come forward. And then exhale, draw the belly in. And we're sitting back all the way. And knee down, go back to child's pose. Catch a couple of breaths here before we do the second round. 2 more deep breath. 1 more deep breath. Now from here, let's do 5 more rounds of this. So this will warm the whole body up. So let's begin in our starting position. So a loaded beast. So remember, knees off the ground. And from here, inhale. Let's come forward, gazing at the toes, lifting the chest up. Exhale, Draw the belly in, push up through the shoulders, sit back to the heels. 4 more. Inhale. Come forward into a high plank, lifting the chest up. Exhale, draw the belly in, push back all the way and sit back. Last 3. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, draw the belly in, push all the way back. Last 2. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, draw the belly in and push back. And last 1. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, draw the belly in and sit back all the way. Knee down, push back to child's pose, catch your breath. 2 more breath. 1 more breath. And from here, gently roll up. And let's come into a squatting position. And we're going to do 5 rounds of 8 reach. So it's to stretch our shoulders and warm our feet up. Now from here, we make sure that we're squatting down with the feet 45 degrees, heels on the ground. So we've already done this in part 1. So do review part 1 if you haven't already done so. And let's begin. Now from here, stretch the hands out. We're pushing our hips to the back. And let's begin. From here, as we inhale, lift the heels off the ground. Open up the chest and shoulders, palms facing upwards. Gazing forwards. Exhale. Sit the heels down to the ground. Stretch the fingers forwards, palms facing the outside. 4 more. Inhale. Heels up, palms facing upwards. Open up the chest and shoulders. Exhale. Sit the heels back. Stretch the fingers forwards. 3 more. Inhale. Open up the chest. Stretch those shoulders back. Exhale. And push back as we exhale. Stretch the shoulders forwards. Last 2. Inhale. Heels off the ground. Remember, core in. Keep your stability at all times. And last 1. Inhale. Palms up. Stretch the chest and shoulders back. Exhale. And we'll sit back all the way. And inhale back to center. And that's our warm-up concluded. So now let's get on to our next stage of our warm-up. Now let's begin with a seated position. Knees bent slightly, and then we're going to bring our arms to the back. Fingers are pointing towards the back. So make sure that you have a nice position. Not too much strain on the wrist. Now from here we're going to warm our wrists up and just generally warm our core and body. So we'll hold this for 10 counts. Okay? From here, inhale, raise the hip slightly off the ground. So make sure that the body is balanced and not too much strain on your wrist. And we're just going to gaze forward, holding the core in. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So this is to warm our wrists up. 1, and slowly drop the hip back down to the ground. And then let's wrap our arms around the knees. Stretch out the shoulders for a little bit. Now from here, gaze forward. We wrap our thumbs in, rotate the wrist a little bit, get some circulation in, and making sure that our wrist is well stretched. Now from here, we're going to do our crab reach. So we're going to shift all our weight to single hand. So the technique to do that, we've already covered in level 1. So we're going to go straight into the exercise. So we'll do 2 rounds of 5 repetitions on each side. So let's switch our hands to the back. Let's begin with the right hand off the ground into a prayer hand position. Now from here, as we inhale, push the hips up, and we're trying to stretch our arms back. So trying to get our arm in line with our head. We're gazing down at our left hand. Now inhale back to center. Okay, let's keep going. Inhale up and stretch towards the left hand. Exhale down. Now inhale up. And exhale down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last 2. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last 1. Inhale up. And exhale down. And from here, let's switch over to the other side. So right hand down and the left hand up. Make sure that you feel fully stable here first. From here, inhale, push the hip up and stretch, reach for the right hand and lower down. Let's go, 4 more. Inhale and up, reach for the right hand. Exhale down, 3 more. Inhale up. Exhale down, last 2. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last 1. Inhale up. Exhale down. And let's switch back to the left hand. From here, let's go 5 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's keep going. 4 more. Up. And down. Let's keep going. Last 3. Push the hips up. Strong through the shoulders. Last 2. And up. And down. Last 1. Inhale up. And down. And let's switch back to the right hand side. And we're almost done with our warm up. From here, inhale up. Reach. And down. Inhale up. And down. Last 3. Inhale up. And down. Last 2. Inhale up. And down. Last 1. Inhale up. And down. And from here, slowly lower the hip down. Wrap your arms around your knees. And catch your breath. Stretch out those shoulders. Good job, everyone. Now from here we're going to do our new move for this exercise, the scorpion reach. So it's a combination of things that we've already done before. So let's begin in a nice downward facing dog position, palms down. We're stretching our shoulders back, pushing our chest towards the toes. Now from here we're bringing the right knee to the chest. Holding the core strong, we're going to bring our knee forwards, trying to reach the top of our left wrist. So right knee to the left wrist, our gaze is forwards. Now from here, we're going to reach the right leg all the way back, knees still bent, and we're trying to bend our right leg backwards, opening up our right hip. Now from here, let's do 4 more. Inhale, come forward. The right knee to left wrist, looking forwards. As we exhale, bring the leg back. And we're trying to open up our right hip to the right hand side. Bottom leg straight, 3 more. Inhale, forward, right knee to the left wrist. And go back, opening up our right hip to the side. Arms are strong, bottom leg is straight. And back. And last one, inhale, hold the core strong, looking forwards. And as we exhale, push all the way back. And from here, we step back, downward facing dog, resetting our body for 2 deep breaths here before we do the other side. 1 more deep breath. Now from here, we bring the left knee to the chest. And then, keeping the core strong, imagine we're doing a plank. Trying to bring the left knee to the right waist, gaze is forwards, core strong. From here, bottom leg straight, open up the hip to the left hand side, arms are straight, hip open, bottom leg straight. From here, 4 more, inhale, come forward, left knee to right wrist, gaze is forwards. Exhale, push back all the way, open up the hip, stretch the arms straight, strong through the shoulders, 3 more. Inhale, forward, knee to wrist, exhale. Exhale, go back, open up the hip, bottom leg is straight. Last two, inhale, forward, left knee to right wrist. Exhale, back, open up the hip. Last one, inhale, forward, left knee, right wrist. Exhale, push back, open up the hip. And from here, step back into a nice downward facing dog. Stretching the shoulders long. This is our reset pose. From here, the knee down and go back to child's pose and catch your breath. And from here, inhale and slowly roll up. So of course, if you want to try that again, do pause the video at this point, and then you can do as many sets as you like until you feel that you've got a really good workout. And once you're done, you can continue with the video and we go on to our next move. Now, our next move is going to be a movement. That's why I'm all the way to this side of the screen. So we're going to be doing a lot of movement. It's called the traveling bee. So we're going to travel forwards as well as coming backwards. So we begin in the beast position. Remember our position in the nice all four, and then we're lifting our knees slightly off the ground. Now from here, our coordination is the right hand and the left foot, and the left hand and the right foot together. So let's begin. Right hand, left foot. Remember, alternate hand, alternate foot, okay? Right hand, left foot. Gaze is forwards. And left hand, right foot. Let's go slowly. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. And let's keep going. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. And we're going, we're going, we're going, we're going all the way to the end. And from here, and let's move back. So remember, it is left hand, right foot, right hand, left foot. Okay, let's go back. Left hand, right foot. Remember, we're always looking forwards. And we're going back, and back, and back, and back. So we're holding our core in to make sure that we always have that lift in the body and down. So let's try that one more time. Okay, round two. Let's go from here, knees up, and let's go right hand, left foot, left hand, right foot. Knees are low. And we're just moving slowly forwards, always making sure that we've got a lot of control over our moves. And just go as far as you want to. Once you reach the end, let's go back. So it's just a reverse of what we just did. So always holding the abdominals in like you're trying to do a cat pose. Gaze forwards, chest forwards. And we're just moving slowly back under control. And from here, you can drop your knees down and stretch your shoulders and the lower back into a child's pose to catch your breath before we come to our final exercise from today. And inhale and come up. Now, from here, let's come into our squatting position. And our final move of today will be our traveling 8. So, it's a lateral 8 where we go side to side with the legs off the ground. So, be very careful with these moves. A lot of strength is being used in the shoulders. So, let me demonstrate. Now, in a nice squatting position, I'm going to place my 2 palms in with my right knee in between. So the idea is I'm going to kick my legs up and move my left knee into this space. Let me demonstrate. From here, holding the core in, pushing strong through the shoulders. Inhale, hold the core up, lift the body up, and land lightly. Now the left knee is in this space. Now let's do that one more time. I switch my hand in between my right knee. From here, hold the core in. We're pushing hard through our shoulders and landing softly. Okay, and let's move back to the other side. So, to move back to the other side, left knee in between my hands, I push up. So make sure that the arm is straight, pushing up very strong through the shoulders. Now, inhale, hold the abdominals and land lightly. Okay, let's do that one more time. Switch the hand and then slight rotation in the hips. So, up and land. Okay, so let's do that a few more times, okay? So hands down, inhale up and land. Switch the hand, inhale up and land. Now let's go back to the other side. Palms down, inhale up and land. Here, inhale up and land. Let's do that one last time. Up here, palms down, inhale, hold the core and down. Switch the hands, right knee, up and down. And let's go back to the other side. Palms down, hold the core, push up through the shoulders and land. Let's go. Last one. And down. Now, of course, similar to what we did earlier, if you want to practice these moves a lot more, just pause the video at this point and do as many rounds as you like. And once you're done, you can use all your energy for this. We will come to our final cool down. So let's release the stress on our wrist first. So let's stretch out our hands. And we're going to bring the palms in to the body, stretching the bottom of our wrist tendons. And then exhale. Bring the fingers down. So we're trying to pull the fingers in towards our body, making sure the arms are straight. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, fingers up. We're trying to bring the fingers in towards the body, arms straight, stretching our bottom wrist tendons. Okay, and exhale. Stretching the top of our wrist tendons. Now from here, straighten out. And we're going to grab our thumbs into our hands, making sure that we're gripping our forearms tightly and then rotating the wrist. So let's rotate counterclockwise or clockwise and then reverse direction. And once the wrists are loosened up, let's just bend our knees and just roll ourselves down to the ground. Bring the knees to the chest and hug the knees to the chest, releasing any stress in the lower back. Two more breaths. One more breath. From here, because we did a lot of core contraction today, so we're going to do a simple bridge pose to really stretch our front of abdominals back. So let's bring our heels in close to the hip, making sure the toes are facing forwards, palms on the ground. From here, squeeze the butt and push the hip up as high as you can. And if you want higher, you can always walk your feet in. Use your hands to push the hips up higher. Getting the elbows in to support. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and down. Now, from here, let's stretch our hips up. A lot of work done today. So we're going to bring the right ankle over the left knee, flexing the right foot in, and then we're threading our fingers through, holding the shins and just pulling in the knees as close to the chest as possible. Feeling that nice strong stretch into our hip flexors, into our hip joint, really stretching out the glutes. Two more breath. One more breath. Now from here, release the hands. The legs are still crossed, and then we're going to drop both the knees over to the left hand side of the body, and then we bring the knees higher, closer to the chest, and then bring our right hand or elbow down to press the thighs down. Now as we exhale, rotate from the belly, get both shoulder blades on the ground, and open up your hand at shoulder level, turning over to the right hand side, looking at your right hand. At the same time, you can use your left hand or elbow to really press the knee down, getting a deep stretch into the lower back and your glutes. Releasing all the stress in the spine and in the abdominals. Two more breaths. One more breath. Now from here, inhale. Let's bring both the knees back up to the center. Now uncross the legs and let's change. Left ankle over the right knee. Remember, we're flexing our left foot in to protect our knee joint. Stretching the arms through, holding the shin, pulling the knees in towards the chest. Making sure we're getting a nice, strong stretch into the back of our hips. Two more breath. One more breath. Now from here, release the hands. And we're going to drop both our knees to the right hand side. Bringing the knees higher, closer to the chest. Using the right hand to press the knee down. And from here, as we exhale, turn from the belly. Get both the shoulder blades on the ground. Open up the left hand at shoulder level. And we're just looking to our left hand. And using our right hand to really press our knees down to get that nice stretch through the side of the lower back and through the back of our glutes. Enjoying that nice stretch from our strong workout. I hope you had a good workout. And of course, if you found some of the moves were a bit difficult, just progress until the point that you can do. And like I said, you can always come back to the video and review all the moves and just keep on progressing from there. And from here, inhale, bring both the knees back to the center. Now gently uncross the legs, extend the legs out all the way to the front of your mat, opening up your feet slightly. Now from here, extend your feet all the way to the front of the mat, opening up your feet mat width apart and relaxing the feet, letting the feet drop out to the sides, relaxing the thighs, relaxing your belly and your chest, relaxing the shoulders, pulling the shoulders down, and your palms are facing the ceiling, just slightly wider, just slightly away from the hips. And then we're going to tuck our chin in, lifting our head up and dropping it again to relax our neck muscles. And from here, let's close our eyes and catch a few deep breaths. Now, if you need a longer savasana, just feel free to stop the video at this point and just take as long as a rest as you need. Today is quite a strong workout. So even after this video, if you feel that you still need a bit more rest, just feel free to stay as long in savasana as you need to, 5 or 10 minutes, until you feel the whole body is recovered and you're breathing back normally. Now from here, let's bring up legs together, stretch the arms out to the front, And as we inhale, let's just stretch the whole body, loosen up the shoulders and the spine, especially the shoulders after all the hard workout we did. One more deep breath, and just bend the knees, roll over to the right hand side. And from here, using our left hand, and slowly push yourselves back up into a nice seated position. And let's finish off with 3 deep breaths. Now, in a simple cross-leg position, sitting with the spine tall, shoulders relaxed, the eyes closed gently. Let's take 3 deep breaths. First breath. Inhale deeply, letting the breath flow all the way to the fingers and toes, re-energizing the body. Exhale completely, letting all the tiredness flow out of the body with every breath. Inhale, feeling the energy flowing in. Exhale, all the tension melting away from the body. And final breath, inhale, feeling all the energy re-energizing the body. Exhaling, the mind and the body are now fully relaxed. Hands to the heart. From here, we gently bring our awareness back. And thank you, class, for your time and energy. And I hope you managed to learn a couple of principles. So those are the basics that will enable you to go further into the animal flow type of movements. And in the next few videos, we're going to progressively build on to the basics that we learned today. So happy practicing. Do take care of the wrist. If they start hurting, do stop at any time. Make sure they're okay, and then you can always continue. So I hope you had a good workout and managed to learn some new techniques and enjoy your animal flow. And in this continuing series, we're going to have a part 3 where we go through even more advanced moves. So as always, make sure to always take care of the wrist. And if it's very sore, just remember to do wrist rolls. Thank you for watching. Do remember to subscribe below so that you can be informed when we have the next video in the series up. And happy practicing. And of course, if there's any particular video that you'd like to see, do remember to comment below. And see you again in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.